Team USA. Probably didn't get what he was used to for minutes. Now he's back with the BU playing 25-plus minutes a night. His coach, Jay Bendolfo, compares him to a point guard in basketball in that he can shift so quick, he crosses guys up. He's going to break somebody's ankle someday.
It should be a great weekend for the shootout win, and then a regulation win, 3-2 last Saturday. And in that win, all three of their goals came on the power play. We'll see how the PK responds for BC this weekend. Lane Hutson trying to thread the needle to Jamie Armstrong, who's back in the lineup after missing a couple. College, played 3 seasons at Princeton. Over the blue line, Armstrong lost the handle. Nice stretch pass ahead. This is yet another Bruins draft pick, Andre Gasso, putting some pressure on Hutson. Was able to glide it 3 to McCarthy.
Plenty of B's draft picks in this game tonight. We're going to be talking about the Bruins a lot as we go through this game.
Each team with 10 NHL draft picks on the ice. BU has a league best 12, but as we mentioned off the top of the broadcast, 2 unavailable tonight. Nice drop back pass for Charlie Leddy. He'll do the same to Gauthier. Save made by Comesso. The shot from Cutter Gauthier as good as it comes in college hockey right now.
And there's that space that Greg Brown talked about. You give him space, he will get off a really dangerous scoring opportunity.
Here comes the former Providence Friar, Jay O'Brien. Shot was deflected by... What a team that was. Lane Hutson fumbled it. Gentry Schamberger trying to capitalize. Took a bump from Peterson. Battling with Leddy behind the net. There's Luke Tuch coming in. Always seems to play well against Boston College. His brother Alex played for BC. Warren steps around Gallagher, but Lane Hutson shields him away from the puck. Dangerous pass back to Gallagher. Posma took it away. Gustafson all the way in front, but Warren couldn't get the stick down. Good net front position from a blue liner, but unable to finish.
Think back to that 2009 national championship team. That proved to me how difficult it was to win a national championship, because that was a wagon, that BU team. And they needed 1-goal wins in the regional final late, and then a comeback against Purdue. The two of them have on the ice together.
They're paired together right now, Jim. Lane Hutson shimmies, shoots, and a block shot there. Shielding the puck from O'Neill, moving in Lane Hutson, holding, tried to center, and it comes loose beyond the end line. This is Seamus Powell now. Skids to the circle. Hutson looking toward goal. Shot was saved by Benson, and there is no rebound. 13.
Broadcast.
Amherst, Massachusetts. Hutson took a big bump and a transition opportunity for Kuntar. Copeland trying to catch him, and a save.
A player like a Trevor Kuntar, boy, that just feels dangerous. But a big hit there. It's
Warren throws it on, blocked by O'Brien. They can break out 3-on-3 the other way. Tuch was looking for Peterson. Warren got his stick in there, and they go to the corner. One deflected to Lane Hutson. Now Ryan Green, who committed the penalty. Tuch with a shot, saved by Benson, and the rebound. A hand has been waved off, and Hutson will have to play this to keep it away from Kuntar.
That's a really good job by the Terriers. They get the puck below the goal line behind the defense. That gets the defense moving, turning. You feed it back to the point, then create from there. And that has been what has been one of the most successful aspects of BU's game of late.
That one slides on it. Work himself some space out towards center. O'Brien over the blue line. Luke Tuch. Tuch with a shot. Rebound kept out. What a closing effort from the captain, Marshall Warren, after the pad save from Mitch Benson. Peterson.
Heck of a play there by Warren, knowing the situation that the goalie is going over.
Back to Lane Hutson. Another pair of brothers. Jeremy Wilmer turns the corner. He's on the move. 3-game point streak for Wilmer. 3 goals and 2 assists in his last 3 games. Hutson steps around Joyce. Lane Hutson holding. The shot was poked wide. Hershuk, a good closeout. Wilmer across the zone. One-timer, Quinn Hutson. And Gallagher, the Devils, or rather Bruins draft pick. This is Lane Hutson. Trying to get away from O'Neill. Easier said than done. Forces him all the way back to the blue line. Pass to the middle, and O'Brien tipped it wide. 6 seconds left. Gallagher hammers one toward goal. Benson, puck still loose. 1 second left. They score!
You see, Greg Brown talked about this week, his penalty killers have to be in sync. He thought against Vermont when they weren't having success in the PK, when they make their reactions, you got to figure out when you're going to be aggressive, when you're not. They weren't doing it all at the same time. They weren't all on the same page. When you can't all be on the same page and read one another.
BC doesn't get a ton of opportunities on the PK, which is obviously a good thing. It's only the 76th time they've had.
He knows what he's doing with the stick right there. I mean, that's such an innocent little play, but he's just quicker with his stick than the defensive player for BC. He breaks that up. Wasn't able to generate a chance off of it. See that you weren't able to clear such an easy puck.
That puck was tipped, so no icing. All the way through to Hutson, reaching for, throwing on, batted aside. Off the skates of Kaplan. Backhand pass. Brown unable to convert. And the other way, O'Neill. Met at the blue line by Hutson. He zips it right to Eamon Powell. Looking for a lane. Hutson kept it in. Copeland joins the action, and Hutson had it poked free by Gasso. Hutson off the handoff from Brown. Good forecheck here from BC. Tough to get into the offensive zone for the Terrors, but Wilmer got it back from Hutson, but poked away. It was Mike Posma to drag it ahead. Nice feed there. Gustafson ripped it high. Came back out to Isaac. Posma again. He'll give to Gustafson. Around to Isaac, battling with Lane Hutson. There's the size advantage on Hutson, and there's a flip ahead. Quinn Hutson now. Wilmer and Green in the middle. Hutson shot, blocker down. Zabanet across to Stevens, but that one glances off his stick and in. Quinn Hutson gets the assist, as does Ryan Green. Talk about which players are able to raise their game to match the intensity of this rivalry. Well,
know how big it is.
Right.
Sometimes when you get the emotion of understanding just how big a game is or how big a tournament like the Beanpot is, you sometimes can let that overwhelm you. Well, freshmen, that's the first time, no problem. We'll just go out and score big goals in big moments.
In terms of big picture, the senior class and a lot of the juniors too for BU, they're letting the younger players know how important this whole season with an effort like this so far. Continue to be on their way to what could be a special season. Goes into the boards with Peterson. And Gauthier can skate it out of danger. At least he tried to. Tuch got a piece of it, and Luke Tuch kept it in. Good find for Peterson. Gets around Powell, but no finish. The high-end skill we have seen tonight is remarkable. And Tuch went down hard. He's only just now up on his skates. And on the other end, Gauthier to the circle, right to the middle. Chance for Gasso, but he never got the shot off. Numbers the other way for BU, 3-on-2. Hudson, Peterson, and Tuch. Lane Hudson posting up. O'Brien in the middle. Hudson takes it himself. First save made. Rebound loose. Hudson, they score! It's Peterson!
That was a fantastic shift for Peterson. We see the finish here, but everything he did on that shift, we go back almost about 15, 20 seconds. He makes a one-on-one move, almost tucks it on his own, but then he gets himself in position and fights through the checks. There was enough maroon sweaters there that he could get hit, but he still finds a way, gets himself a little bit out.
Back to the Terrier line. This is Joyce. Took a hit from Hudson. Green able to clean it up. Or is he? Comes loose in front of Comesso. Kuntar centers. Block shot. Green turning, and he'll get it out to Will.
I think it was only one that got through to Comesso, but that was a huge save that he made right in front.
Lane Hudson to Quinn Hudson. Saved by Benson, and a good job. If BU's able to hold on, that is most certainly the moment of the game. Lane Hudson all the way across. Gallagher's shot. Will play the carom as it was blocked by O'Neill. Flip one all the way across to Hudson. Couldn't sidestep Ambrosio, so it gives to Peterson. O'Brien sets up, and he'll go to the circle with Gallagher. Hudson now. Keeps it away from Ambrosio. Gallagher with room at the circle. Moving in. Gallagher lost the handle. You saw the idea he had in mind, and it might have worked if he could complete the play.
Yeah, one move away. If he gets that puck back to from his forehand to his backhand, he's got an open net.
Hudson finds the open space for Luke Tuch. I guess the pass right back. To the circle for O'Brien. Ripped toward goal. Loose for Peterson, chopping at it. And a nice effort from him.
Players, just stay up. We've instructed our referees to make sure you're looking for hooking. That's one that you probably get called if you stay up. You go as a a 5-on-4 power play instead of 4-on-4.
Cam Burke speeding his way in. Turns away from Hutson, but he's met by O'Brien. Took a hit. Room on the near side. Powell with a one-timer goes high. Fans hear the embellishment call, and they do not respond well. Jay O'Brien dropped it back for Tuch. Gustafson got a piece of it. Right to the middle. Gallagher scores!
From the open ice as Gallagher gets himself in fantastic position there for the Terriers. Good finish there, redirecting that far post. But BC came out for this third period. They've had all of the play.
Puck skids free for Kaplan. A 2-on-1 with Lane Hutson. Devin Kaplan lost the handle. That one just fell off his stick, and a 3-on-2 the other way. Big moment here for BC. Gauthier dropped it back for Hershuk. Gauthier again. That one eludes his stick. Chopped out, punched out by Comesso. Got it all the way back to the blue line. Tipped just wide there by O'Neill. Rebound for Kuntar. He's met by McCarthy. Leddy at the circle. Saved by Comesso. It'll take a breather as he got one at 9-6. That game was obviously up for grabs almost the entire way. Puck comes free, and a shot from O'Brien punched away with a blocker by Mitch Benson. He's at 25 saves now. Hutson in some trouble, but he gets rid of it to Gallagher. His shot, score! The shot off. You're seeing it, what could be the blueprint for a much better BC effort tomorrow night. Now, this one, of course, not over yet, especially with a minute left on this power play, but hard to imagine they'll be held to just one goal as Tuch tries to set up O'Brien shorthanded, and that leads to a 3-on-2 breakout. Speed from Ambrosio, but the stick was lifted by Hutson. Those hands are elites in a lot of different ways. Offense, and we see there on the defensive end.
It's amazing little plays like that. Just lifting a stick is the difference between Ambrosio and hockey. There's a lot of guys that came back intentionally this season to try to give this team a chance of returning to the Frozen Court.
Luke Tuch scores! And there's your exclamation point. To boost that average tonight, it's 6-1 BU.
And there's one of those players we're talking about, Luke Tuch, the junior, finds some open space a little bit too old.
He loves playing against his brother's old team, doesn't he? Alex played for BC. A 3-point night for Luke Tuch. That is 7 goals this season now, and 4 of them have come in the last 5 games.
So we take another look at this goal here. Uses the defenseman as a screen. Might have even put it off of Gustafson's skate. That puck did seem to change direction right there.